The creation of the Grenada Women's Parliamentary Caucus was developed when we were planning for the 50th anniversary of the women's representation in the Parliament of Grenada. At that time, it was felt that women made significant contributions in a parliament, and it was necessary that a structure be developed so that current and former women parliamentarians can share their experiences and knowledge to others in the wider community. The 50th anniversary of women's representation in the Parliament of Grenada inspired all the former and current parliamentarians to mobilize and build momentum for the creation of the caucus. A core group began to coordinate the formal establishment of the caucus. They looked at caucuses all over the world in Africa, Europe, and Canada. Unfortunately, there were none in the Caribbean. On November 11, 2010, the first annual general meeting was held and an executive was elected. Objectives of the Grenada Women's Parliamentary Caucus are as follows. During our first annual general meeting, the members of the caucus approved the following as the objectives. 1. To provide a forum for discussions and a platform for action on matters affecting women in the country, and to network with other women parliamentarians regionally and internationally across party lines. 2. To advocate for continued official recognition and acknowledgement of all persons who have served in the Parliament. This advocacy will also address the needs of male parliamentarians. 3. To network with other organizations on issues pertaining to women and women participation in the political process. 4. To promote and help to sensitize all parliamentarians to the principles of gender equality. 5. To mentor young women politicians and other women who may wish to get involved in politics. 6. To advocate for legislation and implementation of the National Gender Policy for Gender Mainstreaming. It must be noted that the caucus is now a recognized body on the island, and members are usually invited to participate in workshops, seminars, meetings, and training sessions on a regular basis. Mentorship continues to be a very important focus for us. We are currently working on legislation in collaboration with the government to address sexual harassment in the workplace. Resources of the Grenada's Women's Parliamentary Caucus. A parliament supports the work of the caucus. We are provided with a member of the parliamentary staff who is assigned as the recording secretary of the caucus. We have also received support from both male and female parliamentarians in the work we have done outside of Parliament. The efforts and work of the caucus are recognized in the wider community in response to how it has worked to reduce the divisiveness of politics across party lines. Our personal networks, connections, and individual experiences have allowed us to work closely to create activities. At our annual general meeting in 2016, we were able to mobilize over 50 participants of both current and past parliamentarians to attend the meeting and give their full support. It must be noted that every effort were made to involve our youth in the process. The structure of the Grenada Women's Parliamentary Caucus. The members of the executive of the caucus are selected through a democratic process at the annual general meeting held every November. They are as follows: the chairwoman, a sitting member of Parliament; deputy chair, a sitting member of Parliament; honorary secretary, assistant secretary, honorary treasurer, public relations officer, 3 floor members. Executive meetings are held every 2 months. General meetings quarterly. There is a subscription of $50 per annum to be paid by October 31st of every year. Only paid-up members can vote at the annual general meeting. What are some of the successes of the caucus? At the 50th anniversary of the Women's Parliamentarians, we developed profiles of all the Grenadian parliamentarians, both past and present, in celebration of the 50th anniversary. This information is widely used throughout the country. We have hosted many sessions with civil society, organizations, and women political leadership. We have also worked with schools to engage them in discussions on various political topics. We have had some social activities to showcase the skills and talents of members. The annual celebration of 50 years of women in Parliament was a major success. Former women parliamentarians came from all over the region and North America to participate in that event. It was the first time such initiative was taken. Some of the challenges. Many times it is difficult to have elected members of Parliament to participate in executive meetings due to their heavy workload. However, here in Grenada, we have tried to work around the members' schedule in order that the meetings can be held. It must be noted that there is need for flexibility of the operations of the caucus in order for it to attract members. Having a common concern is critical for its survival. Some recommendations. Women parliamentary caucuses should be supported by the CPA in order for them to provide training and development to its members. We believe that by having strong women parliamentary caucuses, the work of Parliament will be enhanced and that all parliamentarians, both male and female, will benefit from such initiatives. We must promote the work of all women parliamentarian caucuses throughout the Commonwealth. I thank you.